the cops were there. Gave my money back, offered me the room. I said, no, I'm not going to stay in the room. You've already wasted. We didn't get home until 4:30 in the morning because of this. And I was just like, no, I'm fucking fed up.
Is it a chain place?
It is, but it's independently operated. And
I'd write a big ass letter.
Yeah, I'm going, well, and I told him, I said, and here's the other process, or the other problem with it, is I told her, I said, after the police were leaving and stuff, I said, you tell Sam, your boss, that he'll be receiving some information about going to court and getting his ass sued for violating my civil rights.
Yep.
And she started laughing. She goes, what are you going to do? You don't live here. You're going to come all the way back from South Dakota for this? And I just laughed. I said, I see what the problem is now. You didn't think, I said, you know what, motherfucker? I just moved here. I will see that, never mind.
Yeah.
I will see that dude and fucking, I will have my day on this.
And the thing is, like, if you left at 4:30 in the morning, just say, because I'm sure you could, if it had happened, thank God it didn't. If you had left that late,
had a wreck
upset and everything, had a wreck, and then you're like, what happened? Be like, well, had all this, and you'd have the police report for all that. Yeah, we actually did. They made him. They asked him to leave, and so of course he didn't want to stay there because they'd already done all this.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, what's going to happen then? They'd be like, he tore up the room or what? You know what I mean? It's just kind of a shady deal. And plus, I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not welcome. Fuck that bitch.
Yep.
So that was So I got some follow up to do with that though. But that's just.
Well, luckily we have an attorney.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the police were like, Rocco was laying there and everything else, and the police were like, have you ever had this problem before? I said, no. And I travel all the time with my dog and take him everywhere, take him to restaurants, whole 9 yards, never had this problem. And I told them the whole deal and what happened, and they're like, yeah, and they go there, I guess, quite a bit because it's kind of...
You got the police officer's business cards?
No, I don't, but I gave them our business card and everything.
Yeah, but you need theirs.
I've got the report. I've got a report number and everything on it. Yeah, I've got all that information. So, but yeah, I was not happy about that. Fucking asshole. All right, let's see. This is from Nicholas. It says, hey John, sorry to bother you. Is there any way that you could give me Lance's email? I would like to get a hold of him for some advice about BRC and making it through. For those of you guys who don't know, BRC is a basic reconnaissance course.
Do they even call it that anymore?
I
wonder.
I think that's what they call it still. I don't know, but that's what it basically is. They may have a different name or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. And making it through. I'm currently in the Marine Corps, and I'm coming up on my re-enlistment and hopefully being able to do a lap move to recon. I don't want to get into too much detail because I know y'all are busy, but if you would help me get in contact with him, I would greatly appreciate it. By the way, your new shop is going to look badass. I can't wait to see it finished. I wish y'all continued success for years to come, and you will always have my business. Thanks, Nicholas.
I sent you that last night.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Excellent deal, Nicholas. I think, yeah, you know what? I will send you an email, or you can message me on Facebook if you'd like. Last name is Manning, M-A-N-N-I-N-G. You can find me on the Facebooks and send me a message there or whatever. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to talk with you about the process and preparation for it and things like that. So, not a problem. Thanks for your service, Semper Fi Marine, and hope to hear from you soon, man. What? Yeah, keep swimming, definitely. You gotta swim. Do flutter kicks out the ass. Work on your crossovers. Work on your breath hold. I don't know where you're stationed at. I'm assuming. I don't know if you're at Camp Pendleton or what or where, but hit the pool as often as you can. There's a great. If you happen to be in like the 52 area or whatever, San Onofre, Basilon Road area there, Camp Horno or whatnot, there's a Horno pool. Is a good pool to swim at, practice on, going down in the deep end doing crossovers. On a crossover underwater swim, when you start down, you want to go all the way to the bottom, because as you're swimming across the bottom, first of all, where a lot of guys make a mistake on that, is they dive in and they go under and they're about this far under the water, you know, or they're halfway down or whatever. But as you go down to that 15 feet, if you go down at an angle, so you're making your descent and you're almost halfway across the pool or coming close. You're a good quarter of the way across at that point by the time you hit the bottom. And I used to I would scrape my bottom, my stomach and stuff across the bottom, because I mean, you want to be all the way down there, because when you get to that certain point on the other side, and you'll figure it out, you start coming back up at an angle, so that when you hit the surface, your hand is on the wall, and you didn't break the surface too soon. That's a good way to start, but you're going to have to build up to where you can get down, go down, grab like a 35-pound plate or something, and walk it across the bottom and stuff like that. But work on your breath hold. Also, as a safety measure, never do these things without a swim buddy. There's a thing called shallow water blackout that can happen if you don't have a swim buddy or whatever there. Do it. In fact, there was a couple of Navy SEALs not too long ago that both drowned in a pool due to shallow water blackout. They were doing kettlebell workouts at the bottom of the pool, and they both had a shallow water blackout, and they both drowned and died. So, but that would be it. Flutter kicks. But I was saying between San Onofre and Horno, there's a running trail called the High-Low Trail that goes right by the pool. And I think, if I remember right, it's like damn near at 3 miles round trip. So, and it's just got a lot of little ups and downs, little highs and lows and whatnot. That's a good trail to run, to go and do like run, swim runs. Run down there, run back, swim 1,000 meters, run down, run back. You know, stuff like that is going to help get you in prep, in shape. And mainly, though, a lot of things is going to be the mental, where your heart and your mind is at. As you know, there are a lot of those guys out there that are going to ridicule you or say whatever. You know, I have a buddy that went to recon or tried out for recon, or I was going to do this or that or whatever. First of all, don't be that guy, because there's a lot of people that either love recon or they hate it because they didn't make it or something like that. But just get your mindset right. You know, everybody wants to be recon on the weekend and wear the t-shirt, but until it's time to do recon shit, you just got to get your mindset in there and get to I love how much it sucks. Really, honestly, is a big deal. And just do it one evolution at a time, man. Just make it through this evolution, this next evolution, this next evolution. Same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time.
Anytime you want to make a change in life, the people around you will discourage you from doing it.
Yeah.
When things are good for you, or the economy's good or whatever, they'll say, why would you want to change? Things are so good. Anytime the economy's bad or things are bad, why would you want to risk it? You're getting by right now. Everybody wants to tell you not to do something because they're scared to do it themselves.
Right.
It's you.
It's
ultimately
a perfect example. I mean, and you know what? And if you have people like that,
their job is to make you quit.
Yeah.
If you go in there knowing you can quit, you'll quit.
Right. Mm-hmm. The perfect example, I mean, I'm not using that as a little, just stay away from people like that. Don't give them time of day. Just, you know what, let naysayers be naysayers. And just don't listen to them. Don't let any input. Don't let those little seeds and weeds grow. Just pluck them out and keep yourself with positive stuff. And challenge yourself daily on different things, man. You know, if you're in that same area, start running Recon Ridge or Iron Mike and stuff like that, you know. Right there, you can hit that. There's that O course down there. Hit that fucking O course. Run through that 5 times and then do the loop on Recon Ridge, Iron Mike. Bam, bam, bam. Come down and hit the O course again. Just stuff like that. I mean, it's challenging and everything, but it'll build you.
Run that 5 times.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I mean,
we know you're serious.
I'm just saying, I mean, you know, there's flutter kicks until your lungs pop. I mean, push-ups and stuff, but yeah, working on your hip flexors, lots of running, things like that. But basically, one of the main things, seriously, is your mind and heart. Because there's a lot of guys there that go to BRC and everything else, or go try out for the NDOC and whatnot, that are in great shape, and they have their first-class PFTers and first-class swimmers and stuff like that, or else they wouldn't be doing it and wouldn't be there anyways. And a lot of them don't make it. And you know why? Right here and right here. And that's where you got to be strong at, and you got to have it. You got to want it more than anything else. So you got to want it as bad as you want that breath when you come up for that 5th crossover. You know. So, but yeah, I will contact you, or better yet, if you don't mind, because I'll probably get busy or whatever. Send me a friend request or a message on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to talk with you about it and maybe help you come up with a workout regimen or something that you can do on your own. So, thanks for your service, Super Fi. All right. Let's see.
That one you want me to start?
You can go ahead right now. This one is from Griffin. Let me make sure I get it because there's a couple pages
That's
here.
Tim Thomas's boy's name, right? Griffin?
Mm-hmm.
It says, the subject is a moment of your time, please. And it says, Mr. Willis, excuse me, I just watched the Chatting with John Willis video uploaded today. I thought it was finally time I sent you an email. I have started a product photography business geared towards business in the outdoor gear market. Here's what I've done in the past 2 weeks just because of your videos.
What's the date on that?
January 9th. Friday, January 9th.
I don't think we've read that. I don't
No, I don't remember this one at all. I built a website. I took portfolio sample shots. I ordered patches for a SHOT Show, and I have ordered patches for SHOT Show, and I have ordered my first real set of business cards. All of this and my registration for SHOT Show hasn't even been approved yet. I'm writing you to take the next step in my business, getting my first client. It would be an absolute pleasure to work with some of the best in the business to get started out. If you're interested, I'd really like to talk to you at SHOT about working with you. Please take your time to look at my site. It's www.outdoorgearphoto.com. If you notice, I did use one of your products for my portfolio. I hope you don't mind, but I needed more products and it happened to be in my pocket. Thank you for your time, Griffin. Outdoor Gear Photo.
And I'm not sure who that is, but I wanna say that guy was just here with the tactical photographer. He was running around with him at SHOT Show, and I think he was here with him as well. But I'm not positive if it's the same kid or not. But that's cool. I'll look at his site.
Do you want this back or?
Yeah, just hold it.
Okay. Yeah, this one we've already read.
There was a stack behind him, all the other shit.
Oh, okay. All right, here's one. This is from Randy, and it says thank you, and it's actually sent to Amanda.
Randy. I call her Russell.
Amanda, John, and the whole. I call her. It rhymes with Russell. Guess what my name is? It rhymes with Russell. What is it? Amanda.
Literally.
Amanda, John, and the whole SOE crew. I just want to take a second to say thank you. I know you guys are crazy busy with all the sales and the holiday going on last week, and I definitely didn't expect you to make a special shipment to send me the Halloween combat cock that wasn't with my order. I would have been more than happy to wait on it, and had you just throw it in with one of my other orders, but once again, you showed what real customer service is about. I wish there was some way to get all the keyboard commandos online to understand the difference between actually taking care of your customers and letting mindless, self-entitled rejects get away with not following simple instructions, expecting you to bend over and give them something for nothing.
No, we don't want them to. We want those guys. We want them to do exactly what they're doing.
I know it all plays into the SOE marketing plan, and it's definitely working. I just think you guys deserve more credit for everything you're doing for your actual customers. I am certainly no operator and definitely not a door kicker, but I love your gear. I wear my EDC belt and my new wallet every day, and look forward to running my AK micro rig this year at TAC Response. Maybe I will get a chance to stop by and say thank you to all of you all in person while I'm in Camden.
All you gotta do is come here.
I won't take up any more of your time, just wanted to say thank you, Randy. Cool. He's got his combat cock here with a Glocktober patch on it. It's kind of a cool patch. I haven't seen that one before.
Like for Oktoberfest. Did you have a lot of desserts while you were gone?
Yes, I did. Did you? Well, you didn't see the pictures. You said you weren't looking at the pictures. So that same place, Jack Akuda's that I told you about.
Jack Akuda's.
If you go to Destin, right on the dock from the Emerald Grand, it's right there on the harbor wall. Jack Akuda's. That's the best restaurant there. We tried a couple other ones. Margaritaville we knew was gonna suck. It did. Dewey Destin's is ridiculously overpriced for
sucks everywhere.
Yeah, it was Dewey Destin's was a waste of time. But Jack Akuda's we ate at least once every single day, twice, 3 of the days. But we went back for dessert 3 nights in a row. And they had a berry cream cheesecake that Mallory got, and I had homemade milk and cookies with ice cream in between. And the milk comes in this little, looks like a, you know the thing that they churn milk in back in the old days? Like a little thing? It's a miniature one of those with a straw that's made of chocolate.
Does it melt when you use it? So you can't really use it long.
You can use it, it lasted for like the whole little jug of milk because it's just a little pail. It's really just there to, to look good with the milk
cheesecake.
And the cheesecake was, like, I wish I could have brought back the milk and cookies because they were way better
Did
than
it make Mallory fart a lot?
No.
Well, because like if you don't eat a lot of dairy,
Oh. We did,
and then
like,
you go back and have dairy.
when we ate it,
I'm told
yeah.
that will cause farts.
It didn't cause farts, but like after I'd eat it, my stomach would be like it would swell up because it was messed up real bad, and it would go away.
You know what's really funny?
What's that?
When your chick farts and she's like, smell that, it's terrible. But she doesn't realize that it's really your fart that you farted before she did. So she's been sitting there sniffing yours thinking it was hers the whole time.
Did it happen to you a lot, Amanda?
I was told that it was caused by cheesecake.
But yeah, dessert-wise, we did eat a lot of dessert, and it was good, and it was worth it.
I had dessert also while you were gone because I knew you'd be having dessert.
What'd you have?
I bought some donuts.
Ew.
Apple fritters.
Oh.
I had one. Well, they're little though. They're
Did
not
you
real,
bring them here?
They're not
No.
real apple fritters.
You
No,
can't
I'm
have
throwing them right. I'm throwing them away.
Because you'll eat them.
They came in a box of 8, and I had one with breakfast Saturday, and had one with breakfast Sunday. Justin's gonna come in and be like, "What the fuck happened? This plan didn't work."
Oh.
It's working, just not at the fucking rate that it was supposed to work.
Yeah.
We haven't really been able to follow it though. Just going to the gym and everything.
Colin messed us up bad.
Yeah.
Fuck, Colin.
What did I do?
Did she say that at all on that trip?
What?
Fuck Colin!
No, we had a good time. There was really no stress in that entire trip.
Well, welcome to reality, baby.
Well, I mean, that was what it was for. It was a honeymoon. So
You want to hear something funny? So yesterday morning, at 9:08, and I know it's 9:08 because Tasha was like, "Already at 9:08?" She hears all this pop, 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 going off
Morning or night?
in the morning. And she's like, all fucking time, all day. She's like, at first, she goes, "I don't know what that is." At first,
It's shotguns.
it's no. It's fucking TAC response range is just west of our house.
Oh shit, you guys
And you
are
can
right
hear-
across the fucking water. No
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, so the sound comes over. And I'm just sitting up there laughing because I can hear it. And I know what it is. She's like, talking on the phone with her sister.
yeah,
And
she even wraps around like that, doesn't it?
I didn't even think
she's
about
talking
that.
on the phone with her sister. She's like, well, at first I thought it was gunshots, but I thought, no way it takes that many shots to kill a deer. You know? And I'm just sitting there laughing. She's like, so maybe it's fireworks, but it's awful early for them to be doing fireworks every day, all day like that. And she's laughing. I'm like, hey, that's TAC response. They're over there training and shooting.
That means that if he's close enough to hear TAC responses range, his house is close enough for us to hit it with the fucking wiener launcher.
See?
The rubber dick mortar.
I'll be out on the deck like, ah, and you're just, woo, 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 woo.
It'd kill you.
I was gonna say if it fell that far, they come in and you're sprawled.
5-pound latex deck.
Yeah, sprawled on the
I gotta
deck.
get away from this rubber wiener. Oh no, the dildo's back.
But I was just crazy. She's like,
Did you
no
watch,
way
did
it
you
takes
watch the
that
goods?
many. No, not yet.
What the? What good's
I
class?
will.
What good's class if you don't do your homework?
My dog ate it. All right. This one is from Kyle.
I didn't do it.
I know. And it's a good thing, too. This one's from Kyle. It says, I found out about Yeager in 2012. Pack your bags. And liked the shit out of him. Then I found out about you guys through
He
him.
liked him so much poop came out.
I always thought Willis was a cocksucker and stayed away. Then I actually watched some of the YouTube videos, and now I wait for the SOE video all day and watch them in the evening like TV. I still like Yeager, but I think he's getting burnt out. It seems like his nerves are a little more raw than when he started.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me stop you. I don't know what's up with James, but I would not say his nerves are raw. James is calmer now than I have ever seen James. Shit that would rile James up, James just lets it fucking just dust it off his shoulder. Like James, I like the mean, angry James better because it was just more fun because I could feed off of it. James comes in now and James is just fucking calm and nothing bothers James, and dude's talking shit, James won't engage him. James is fucking more peaceful right now than I have ever seen James. To the point where I pulled James aside, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Are you dying? Are you sick? You found God? What's the deal? Like, and I don't, he's not any of those.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get that from. Maybe you're watching some old videos of James, but James is the most fucking approachable, fucking friendly, will go out of his way to fucking help people than I've ever seen James ever before. And he was always those things anyways to friends. If you talk shit about him, you can get excommunicated, you can get fucking banned, you can get blocked. Like, don't think you're going to talk shit about James and then come up to James and want to take fucking classes. James will turn your money down faster than anything. But as far as his nerves being raw and stuff, I don't know what you're basing that off of.
Okay. The biggest thing I like about SOE is even though they seem like assholes at first glance, they are the most positive encouragement of any of the other Facebook pages I've visited. Both Yeager and Willis have been a driving force in me changing my life. In 2011, Crohn's stripped me of everything. I was hospitalized in 2012, and about 6 months after I got out, I was still laying there basically dying. I saw Yeager and realized nobody will pity me. And if they do, that's not going to help me. Quit being a pussy. 2 years later, with diet and lifestyle change, I'm on the mend. While not up and running yet, I'm at a place where life seems possible again. Due in large part to Yeager, with the influence from Willis Special Operations Equipment. I know 2015 will be vastly different and a huge milestone. I'm going to live life and make up for the 3 years that I have lost before something else happens. And who knows, maybe even be successful one day. I'd say you're fucking being successful already.
Yeah, Crohn's is a bitch. If you don't know anything about Crohn's, you should look it up. It is. I had to help a girl back whenever I lived in Murray County with diets because her Crohn's was really, really sensitive, and like that's really, it's hard to live with Crohn's. Crohn's is a very, if you think eating like this is a pain in the ass, imagine having to eat a super finite diet forever to just keep yourself from being like deathly ill. Like,
but the majority of Crohn's can be controlled through diet.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
You can control almost all of it through diet. It's just really hard.
Here's something you don't know, since you obviously know James and you know who we are. James' instructor, Aaron Little, we call him Coach Little, and Performance Edge is the name of his company. He's got a fight gym, and he and his wife Ricky own a pole studio, a performance dance arts studio, and Aaron Little has Crohn's. And I've seen Aaron buckled over, almost fucking looking like literally dying. And in the last, well, I've known him for about 8 years now. Well, maybe 10 years. I've known him since I was in San Diego before we moved here. Over the last 5-6 years, he made a drastic diet change. And like I was never around Aaron where Aaron didn't have a spell where he felt sick. Like he literally looked like he was going to vomit or had to go lay down. In the last 3-4 years, I haven't seen Aaron like that. I'm sure those times have still happened, but he changed it through diet. A couple of years ago, Aaron cut out all soda. Cold turkey, fucking just quit. Like those stories of fucking drug users you hear. No more, I'm not doing it. And his life fucking just, I mean, hugely changed. Just everything about him changed. And just from dropping, little house centipede, kill that thing. And Aaron controls that through fire. So Aaron's accessible. He's on Facebook. If you know TAC Response, you can get a hold of him. But you are a person that should know Aaron Little, not just because of the Crohn's, but you should know who Aaron is anyways. So definitely get in touch with him. If you got any questions, he's lived through that and is living with it. And I'm sure he has some tips that would help you out greatly.
Things are so mean looking.
Yeah.
Like, if that was big enough, it'd kill us all.
Yeah. It's a good thing bearded dragons aren't fucking as big as we are.
They're mean too?
No, they're really like the puppy dog of the lizard world, but if they could get you in their mouth, they'd fucking eat you.
Huh. I didn't know they were like that.
Well, any reptile that could get a hold of you. I mean, say, think of a bird. If those chickens out there were large enough
The
to fucking chase
raptors,
humans around,
Yeah, they would eat us. They eat themselves. I didn't know Aaron had crowns.
no.
That's
And he had it bad.
yeah. Yeah, it never goes away. Like, it's, once you got it, it's there.
All right, this is from Rich. Excuse me. Subject is a flashlight pouch. John, just dropping you a note from active duty LEO in the DC area. I'm a transit officer and I wear one of your belts every day to hold up my duty belt. I also use a bunch of your pockets to hold my gear. Working the second largest subway and bus system in the country, NYPD is the king. I get to see the underbelly of society, as the wealthy folks don't use the trains and buses to get around unless they are commuting to and from their six-figure jobs. Your gear is tough, U.S. made, and useful. If it wasn't, I wouldn't trust it as part of my life support system. I see the hate directed at you and your staff because you talk to people like adults with thick skin instead of grown-up children. I like that. I, for one, can appreciate this and encourage you to keep it up. Many of the airsoft fanboys and cosplay, I know this word and I just can't even say it, like cigar
Aficionado?
aficionado, thank you. Yes, cosplay aficionados who frequent your page don't know what it's like to carry a gun for a living and simply aspire to being what they fantasize about. I haven't been everywhere and done everything, but I have logged long enough long, lonely, cold, hungry, and miserable hours on the street to know that you speak to those that do and not to those that pose. Keep it up and do the deed. Continue to make high quality kit for those of us who beat the shit out of it because our lives depend on its quality. Happy fucking New Year, bitch. With sincerity, Rich.
Our boy Hank from Microtech, his brother-in-law, who many of you know from the forums as Jet Rider, is a New York transit cop. Awesome fucking dude. That whole family, both sides of it, fucking great people. You guys know Hank.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking you can't meet a better person than fucking Hank. And his boy, Jet Rider, cool as can be. I gotta get out of jail free for New York card. Those guys. Literally, it's one of his police ID. Says, extend these courtesies, get out of jail free type deal.
That's awesome.
It's a fucking real police ID badge. And
The brass pass.
that dude, I know the job he does, and I fucking wouldn't want it.
No.
That's a tough job right there. You gotta be a different kind of person to be able to sustain that job for any length of time. Good on you, and thanks for the email. As far as the guys, the airsoft aficionados, that back in the 90s and beginning of the internet, the airsoft guys were kind of the lowly talked down about. And I gotta say, that's just a stereotype we just put on them dudes. A lot of those dudes really know their shit, and they've grown up. Like 10 years ago, they were high school kids. Now they've got fucking six-figure jobs, a lot of them. A lot of them put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money into that shit. And we have a lot of customers that are in airsoft. I own a lot of airsoft shit myself, my kids. I've got a bunch of friends that own airsoft businesses that are very successful. And we say airsoft, we don't mean anymore get kids out there playing airsoft and shit. We mean the shitbag customer who's self-entitled. And I don't even use the word airsoft with those guys anymore. They're just self-entitled little bitches.
The stereotype has too many people in it.
because most of them
are really cool that we've met.
Yeah, most of the guys we're talking about, that type of customer, they've got shitty guns, and they've got a bunch of shit, a bunch of low quality, nothing that works really well, just a bunch of shit. And it's typically that guy that will fucking order, and despite seeing all the warnings, and he'll make mention of being on Facebook and know how we do business, and I know you guys are busy, and he just will be an asshole. And most of those guys are not airsoft guys. Those guys own real firearms, and they're not kids, and they're not some 16-year-old sitting in school texting on his phone on Facebook between classes. Most of those kids are very savvy with the internet and know exactly how we do shit. A lot of them come here. I mean, we got kids. I had a kid fucking show up here this weekend. I said, he just fucking rolled in here on Saturday. Cody and I had just gotten here, and we were here to do yard work and shit. We weren't even here to fucking cut belts or do any of that shit. And he says, I'm here. I'm like, awesome. Why are you here? That's literally what he said. He's like, well, I just came to see SOE. I was in Nashville. So what are you in Nashville for? He says, I just turned 20. It was my birthday, so we came down here for the week, and we've been in Nashville. My friends left yesterday, so I wanted to come and see SOE. I'm like, cool. What do you want to see? He's like, well, I got a belt on order. And he had one of these wrapped EDC belts. So we went down there and I sewed his belt while he fucking watched me sew it. And we built him a wrap. That's why I had red thread on, which is why I built some more of these this morning, just because I happen to have red thread. So I went through and built some of these red thread, fully wrapped EDC belts.
Pretty nasty.
And all of these fully wrapped belts these were built by myself. I personally made all of these, as well as the other fucking stack of them that shipped out last week. But I built every piece of that. So it's just cool. Like, these guys, they come out of their way to come here as a destination, as though they would drive to Disneyland. They come here, and I feel bad for them that they've taken all this time to come here, and it's just this place. I mean, it's not Disneyland, and it's not some place you can come hang out for hours and spend days worth of time.
But it will be soon.
But it's very cool that this is a destination like that, and they are so excited to come and see us. So I was able to build his belt while he sat there and waited, and that was cool. So we've been running these belts. You cannot buy one. When I put them back up on Facebook, I said I would turn them on for a few days, take orders and build them. I did that. They're turned off. You couldn't buy one right now if you wanted to. I've got probably 20 more to make. We'll probably finish those up in the next day or two, ship them out, and then at a later date we might turn them back on. But I've got a bunch of products like that are turned off. The guys are always wanting to order. They always ask about them. We just don't build enough of them to run full production. We can't build enough of the easy stuff to be able to have all the nickel and dime little piece stuff on. Like, I can't build enough micro rig slings and normal belts, much less take the time to build these. So we got some other stuff we're going to turn on. We'll do some fully wrapped duty belts. We might do a few bolt bags, take pre-orders on them, and then sew them up. Of course, there won't be any refund. There won't be any delivery date, no ETA. You're going to give us money and just hope that one day we deliver that. And we will. And you'll get one, and none of your friends will have one, and they won't ever be able to have one or buy one. But that's how it's working. So it's funny. We put that up, and as soon as we open those sales up, Amanda said, she'll go, I've been printing your damn belt orders all day long. There'll be 60 of them within an hour's time. But there'll be 5 or 6 guys going, oh, what a ripoff. I gotta pay for this, and you're going to take people's money and not give them a delivery time. Well, the difference is most companies do that. We're just honest with you about it, and we told you up front, there is no ETA. You are going to pay us. It's non-refundable. You will never get that money back should you decide that the time is taking too long. I guess that's just a risk or a gamble you take. Luckily, we've been around long enough. People know that we will deliver it, and eventually you'll have it.
Yeah, ETA just means you don't have a set date.
Yeah, that means estimated.
Yeah, because we're not going to estimate it when it gets done and we'll send it to you. That was your delivery date. You didn't need an estimated time That's literally just holding someone's hand. Like if you want to go every step of the way.
It's like guys, I need this ASAP. Yeah, we'll send it to you ASAP, but that doesn't mean what people use it as. ASAP does not mean right fucking now.
Yeah, it just means
it
as
means
soon as
as
possible.
soon as it's possible for me. If it was possible for you, you would make it yourself and you wouldn't be ordering it from me. So the difference is we just say what everybody wants to say, and we don't care if we lose a few customers over it, because those customers, those guys, they weren't going to be customers anyways, and they will go out and spread so much traffic. So here's 3 more of those that are shipping out.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right, go ahead and turn that shit off.
All right.
Miss
Happy Monday.
Rest.